is the American dream dead or alive in Pottstown? I think it's very much alive. I mean, we've been going around talking to people, different business owners, some new, some old, some just coming over within the past 6 years. Some have been here their entire lives, and they've all unanimously agreed that the American dream is not dead. It may be struggling and it may be wounded, but it's not dead yet. Hopefully it will not die.
So the American dream in Pottstown, I think, is dead for the most part because of people being uninspired. But I think that it's really there in people who have been here. It's present in businesses, and it's present in people who send their children to school and people that work hard for their money. But I think a lot of people have lost faith, and what I've learned throughout this project is that you need self-motivation, and you need to preserve that throughout your entire life in anything you do, because you can't really do anything unless you put your mind to it and work hard for it. So I guess it's alive, but I think it's dying off. But then again, in some places I feel like it's just starting up again.
So the American dream for me is I really want to just get a great education, be able to provide for my family, because I grew up, I'm not wealthy in the slightest. I grew up very, very poor, and I really don't want to have my family, my children, face the same struggles that I have been going through. So I want to be able to get an education, go to school, get a good job in what I want and what I love to do, and provide for my family the best way I can.
So I thought about what the American dream is for me, and for me it's to go to a really good school and to make a lot of money, and then I can provide for my family and for my parents now, and then have my own family, and then keep passing that down. My parents are both dentists, but they came here to America because they wanted to work and they wanted to find opportunity. And for the most part, they did, but they had to go through a lot of struggle. So I think the presence of hard work is still there, and you need that here. And to me, I just want to know that I'm doing something and that I'm doing it for the right reasons. So.
There was a time when a town had a men's clothing store on every block. Men wore suits to work, to dinner, and to church every Sunday. These days, with chains of men's stores in strip malls and shopping centers, a fine men's clothing store can be hard to find. Whites and Corns in Pottstown is an exception. The store is celebrating its 150th anniversary, and it's run by the 4th and 5th generations of the Whites and Corn family. It is believed to be the second oldest independently owned men's clothing store in the United States. Like many small downtowns, Pottstown has seen its economic highs and lows, but Whites and Corns has survived. Mark Whites and Corn, the company president, said, "My father always told me you should operate a business as if you were in the middle of a cornfield. Give customers a reason to come to you and treat them as if you want them to come back." Recognizing that times have changed was also a key factor. Over the years, Whites and Corns has diversified and put an emphasis on brand name casual wear. It also added a big and tall shop and a contractual division providing shirts and blazers with customized logos for businesses and institutions. It also offers washable restaurant formal wear and tuxedo rentals. Quality suits remain a fixture, with sizes ranging from 36 to 70. Greg said that there were at one time as many as 30,000 men's stores across the country. Today there are about 1,000. There was a time when shopping malls started to suck the life out of downtown, Greg said. But now we are seeing things go full circle with the return to downtown shopping. The brothers have held fast to their father's beliefs and considered East High Street a remote cornfield, always giving reasons for customers to return.
American dream to me is not dead. An American dream to me, what it means is owning a business, because that's why I came from India to America, to own a business, live like. I came from a petition file. My dad came here, he worked for a company, and then he was looking for a business. He found a business in Pottstown on the other end of the town. And then he called me here to help him out, and I came here, and then we found this place, and we bought it. I've been living in Pottstown 8 years now.
If you think about it, like cities like New York, for example, you see, oh my God, I want to go to New York, but the crime rate, the bad things that happen there are much worse than here, regardless of the fact that it's on a larger scale. There are millions of people going in and out of New York, and it's publicized with the good things because there's money there, there are businesses, there's history there, and so people keep coming. But I really think that Pottstown is, turning around and getting more publicity and more positive publicity because there is always going to be a bad, and there are always bad people on the side.
So at the end of American Studies and at the end of the American Dream Project, what are any final comments?
I don't think the American Dream's dead. I really don't. I really, honestly, after listening to what people have been saying on the streets and different businesses, I don't think it's dead anyway.
But then again, I want to think about if they're just saying that because they think they need to say that it's alive. Like you're on camera, so you should say the American Dream's alive.
I really I didn't get that, especially, let's be realistic. We went to Jan's Deli because we needed the contrast to Wise and Corns. It's been here forever, and these guys were new and they were immigrants. And there are very few times you can tell when someone's being totally honest in an interview.
He seemed sincere.
You could see it and you could feel it while he was talking. Every word was perfect. The guy Alex and I talked to on the street was the same way. He was just so interested in what we were doing, and that we were actually asking other people what their story was. And I give Chris on this one. I have a newfound faith in the American dream that I had going into this, but it was just all on fire.
I'd have to. I agree with you guys. I don't think it's dead at all, especially not here in Pottstown. But it's really hard because it's masked by poverty and high crime rates and other things. But there's always a good to the bad, and there's always the bad to the good. If you think about it, like cities like New York, for example, you see, oh my God, I want to go to New York, but the crime rate, the bad things that happen there are much worse than here, regardless of the fact that it's on a larger scale. There are millions of people going in and out of New York, and it's publicized with the good things because there's money there, there are businesses, there's history there, and so people keep coming. But I really think that Pottstown is, turning around and getting more publicity and more positive publicity because there is always going to be a bad, and there are always bad people on the side. So.